in leaning over the edge of the ravine, my flashlight barely cutting through the thick fog in Yellowstone this October morning. The floodwaters from last night's storm are still raging below, and right there in the middle of that muddy torrent, a sight that stops my heart. A grizzly sow, easily 300 pounds, lies motionless on a slick rock slab. Her body is wrapped tight, not one coil, not two, but dozens of living ropes, glossy and dark-olive. The python? I count fast in my head. 15, 16, 18 meters. My God, it's at least 18 meters long, thick as a young pine trunk. Every time she tries to breathe, those coils tighten, and I can hear her ribs creak. In range of Vance, 15 years patrolling this preserve, I faced charging grizzlies, pulled deer carcasses from poacher traps, but I've never seen anything like this. The sow is still alive, I can see her chest rising, but barely. Her golden eyes are half open, glistening with pain, like she's begging. Then I hear a cry, a small, desperate whimper, coming from the bushes 5 meters away. The cub, maybe 50 pounds, soaked fur, trembling as it watches its mother. It won't come closer. Instinct tells it that monster is still there. Still hungry. I check my watch. 4:17, temperatures 39 degrees. The floodwaters rising. If I'd act in the next 15 minutes, both mother and cub will be swept away.
Control, this is Ranger
Or
Vance.
worse,
Grizzly
the python will finish its meal. Command, this is Ranger Vance.
Visibility is poor due to fog.
Sector 7, ravine mile marker 12. I have a code red grizzly sow and cub entangled with what looks like an 18-meter reticulated python. Repeat. 18 meters. Sow is critical. Need extraction team. Trang gear and thermal drone are sap. Over. The radio crackles back. Copy. Vance. Team is 22 minutes out. Hold position. Do not engage alone. Over. 22 minutes. Too long. I look back at the sow, another coil just tightened around her neck. She lets out one last groan, then goes silent. I have no choice. I strip off my jacket, down to my waterproof sweater and light protective gear. In my pack, CO2 tranquilizer gun, 3 high-dose ketamine darts, bolt cutters, 11 climbing rope, and a dive knife. I know a standard dart is enough for a 5-meter python. This one's triple that. The plan's simple. Approach from the tail, hit it with 2 darts mid-body, then cut the coils as the drugs kick in. But between plan and reality, there's always a deadly gap. First step, down the ravine. I tee the rope to an old pine, rappel down the slick rock face. Floodwater sprays my face. Ice cold. 3 meters above the water. I see it clearer. This isn't a normal python. Its skin is scarred, scales thick as armor. This is an old beast. Smart. And lethal. I raise the gun. Range. 4 meters. Winds against me. I have one clean shot before it notices me. Thwip. The dart buries into the thick muscle behind its head. The python jerks, dozens of meters of body thrashing like a snapped cable. The sow is lifted off the rock, dangling in midair. Vance. Status. First dart. No effect yet. Reloading. I fire the second dead on, but the python doesn't loosen. Instead, it turns its head. Cold yellow eyes lock on me. For a moment, I feel that it's not scared. It's calculating, then it strikes. A 5-meter section whips sideways, slamming me into the water. Cold, dark. I thrash, grasping for the rope. The python lunges, jaws wide, teeth like scythers. I draw my knife, drive it under its chin. Hot blood sprays, mixing with the flood. The python hisses, recoils. I scramble onto the rock, gasping. The drugs are kicking in. The coils slow, then slacken. The sow drops into shallow water. Coughing, I rush, bolt cutter snapping through living steel.
Almost
1,
there.
2,
Hold still,
3.
big girl. Just
Each cut,
one more.
I hear the sow's ribs crack back into place. The final coil around her neck, I use both hands. Teeth gritted. At last, the grizzly is free. She lies there, chest heaving, blood trickling from a bite on her shoulder. The cub bolts from the bushes. Nuzzling her, making small crying sounds, I collapse onto the rock. Hands shaking. Vance, we're 2 minutes out. You okay? I smile weakly.
Yeah.
They're both breathing. We lift the mother and cub onto a stretcher basket, airlifting straight to the Yellowstone Wildlife Rescue
Secure the
Center.
harness and prepare for the
En
lift.
route, I check. Blood pressure 80 per
Bandage is
50.
secure.
Heart rate 45
I'm
way too
administering
low.
antibiotics now.
I start warmer fluids.
Monitor her vitals
Bandage the
closely.
bite. Inject broad-spectrum antibiotics. The cub clings to its mother, never letting go. At the center, head ved. Elena Moore is waiting. S-ray show 3 cracked ribs, 1 lung bruised but not punctured. She's lucky. Elena says, 10 more minutes. We'd have lost them both. A week passes in the warm recovery enclosure. Day 1. The sow just lies there, eyes closed. Day 3. She drinks water. Day 7. She stands, limping around the pen, nose touching her cub. The cub we name it Echo has gained 2 pounds, for dry and fluffy. Eyes bright. Today is release day. We open the gate, lead them to the forest edge. The sow sniffs the air. Ears perked. Echo bounces around her legs. Then, without looking back, they vanish into the pines. I stand there a long time, watching their tracks in the soft earth. Every year, thousands of wild animals need us, not just rangers, not just vets, but all of us. One click to share, one signature for protection laws, one moment to pick up trash on a trail. It all makes a difference. Thank you for joining this journey. Keep spreading the message. Nature isn't just scenery, it's home. And sometimes, home needs a human hand.